welcome back to GOO ROO Beauty. I am Jodi and I'm here to share with you my favourite products from September. I have some skincare and some makeup products that I've really been enjoying, and I also do have a miss for you. I know that many of you do really enjoy hearing what has not worked for me, and I have something that has just totally befuddled me. I'll be asking you for your help at the end of the video, but let's start with what has worked for me this month. I'll start with the skincare and work into the makeup. First up, I attended the Beauty Expo here in Sydney recently and headed up to the Murad stand to find out what was new there. This is the Age Reform AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. I asked them what was their best seller. According to two different employees I spoke to there, definitely a best seller. It's supposed to provide intensive triple action exfoliating with a proprietary blend of salicylic, lactic and glycolic acids to polish away dull, dry skin without irritation, to remove reveal, I should say, a smoother texture and a brighter, younger looking complexion. They did recommend though that this one is used no more than sort of 3 to 4 times a week because it is so concentrated with AHA and BHAs. They were saying that it can be a little too much for sensitive skin. So I have only been using this every second day. It's got really, really tiny granules. They assure me that it's not the plastic micro beads that we're concerned about. It's, is it jojoba beads? Something like that, but very, very fine mechanical exfoliation. With this, it comes out as like a creamy, grainy kind of cleanser. And of course, the AHAs and BHAs, I love lactic. That does great things for my skin. And I found this just a really, really nice one for smoothing. And I think it does a nice job in terms of revealing a brighter, smoother complexion. So I'm a few weeks, probably a month in with this one and really enjoying it. Definitely recommend it. And it's a really nice big size. You don't need a whole lot. Comes in a big 200 ml bottle. So great one there from Murad. Next up is a new product that has been launched from one of my favorite skincare brands. Dermalogica have released this Rapid Reveal Peel, and it's from their Age Smart range. You get 10 little capsules in here. One capsule is one use. Comes in a nice little carrying case that also has a suction cap on the back, so you can pop it up on your mirror or your bathroom tiles or wherever that may be convenient. They recommend a kickstart phase. So for the first 3 days, you actually use one of these per day for the first 3 days. This one contains glycolic acid. I think it's 10% lactic acid, and it's the strongest strength, I'm told, of what you could get for an at-home peel. So no downtime, unlike those more professional peels that you may go into a salon or a clinic to get. I really enjoy this. First of all, I love that it's really easy to use. Nice, you know, there's no sort of guesswork in terms of how much you need. You massage it into your face and your neck and your chest, then leave it for 3 to 7 minutes. I have been using it for the full 7 minutes and I'm 2 weeks into the program. So once you've done the kickstart phase, you're supposed to then use one of these once a week to reveal brighter skin that's smoother, reduced fine lines and wrinkles, just a generally brighter, younger looking complexion. And I definitely have noticed a difference, not only to my skin and the brightness and the clarity, but also it helped to reduce like any sort of healing red spots from blemishes or anything when I started using it. It's definitely really active. So as you're massaging it in, you can feel the heat. You can feel, not too intense at all for me. You can feel it working. You know that it's got active ingredients in it. So absolutely loving it and have noticed a difference in my skin. Definitely recommending the Dermalogica Rapid Reveal Peel. Give it a go if you are curious. Right, that is it for skincare. Moving into some makeup products. This is a primer that I've had for a little while and have revisited. It is from IT Cosmetics and it is their Bye Bye Pores Primer. Promises oil-free, poreless skin perfecting, developed with plastic surgeons and dermatologists. It's clinically tested, paraben-free, cruelty-free and oil-free. And after I've applied my daytime skincare, I'll pop this on. I feel like it's really easy to smooth out. It does feel silicone-y. It just kind of sinks into the skin and gives a really nice smoothing surface for products to go on top of. And I do feel like it does what it says. So it does help to reduce the look of pores when you're popping makeup over the top. So a really nice one there from IT Cosmetics. And I love the packaging with the little handy dandy pump. A really great one there. Now what I've been wearing over the top of it is a new one from IT Cosmetics. It has just launched here in Australia Australia. I think it's been out for a little bit longer overseas, but I had the chance to visit the new Sephora store here in New South Wales out at the Parramatta Westfield, and they were one of the early Sephora stores to be stocking the IT Cosmetics CC Plus oil-free matte. So this is the matte version of the, very famous cult product IT CC Plus. As I say, it is oil-free. They do promise a matte formulation here that's pore minimizing, full coverage, anti-aging and hydrating. They also claim an SPF 40 plus UVA and UVB protection. So heading into the warmer months in particular, I'll still apply my sunscreen as part of my daytime skincare, but I love the fact that this is makeup that gives you SPF coverage. I love the fact that it's oil-free, and I don't find it all that mattifying. I am wearing it today. I find that it's just a nice sort of satiny finish. My favorite way to apply this is with a beauty blender. It is buildable, and the traditional one I did find was just too shiny on my combination skin. I definitely got an oily, shiny look with the traditional one, so this definitely is an improvement on that for my skin. I'm in the shade medium. I did get color matched at the store. Really enjoying the IT Cosmetics CC Plus oil-free matte. Look for the blue tube. Oh, forgot to mention this one with the primer. I revisited this one. This is a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. It's been out for some time now. If you're like me and you've got oily skin, you may shy away from oils, whether it's part of your skincare or definitely if it's part of your makeup routine. But I love this one. I find that I'm less oily when I use this oil primer in the morning underneath my makeup. Really interesting. And I can use this one in combination with the other Bye Bye Pores primer. I feel like it sinks into my skin. It just gives my skin a really nice hydrated finish to put makeup over the top. And as I say, I definitely notice that my skin produces less oil when I use this oil primer. Really nice hydrated look there with the Smashbox primer. New one from M.A.C Cosmetics. This is their Fix Plus spray in Goldlite. I'll use it either under or over my primer before I put my foundation on. Also spray this over the top of my powder. I find that this just helps bring a glowiness back to my skin after I've used a more mattifying foundation, after I've set in certain places with a powder. This just makes everything just a little bit glowy, but I've still got the oil control that I'm expecting from the foundation and the powder. So a really, really nice one. Love Fix Plus. Definitely make sure that you shake it before you use it. A pearlescent finish if you actually look at the product in the bottle. Really nice one from M.A.C. Moving on to a powder. Becca, what's it called? A soft light blurring powder in the shade Golden Hour. It's quite chunky, clunky, but very attractive packaging. A very, very peach finish to this powder. It's very, very fine. It's a nice one for under my eyes. It's just a nice one for setting or a finishing powder, maybe even just to help bring life into your face. If you like the Hourglass pressed powders, you may enjoy this one as a loose powder formulation. Just a really nice finish for a glowy face. I don't know if this one was featured in last month's favorites or not, but it continues to be one that I'm really enjoying this month. This one is from Smashbox, and it is called the CALI Contour Shape Bronze Glow Contour Powder. I'm pretty sure I featured this last month, but basically you've got a couple of different choices of bronzer. You've got a glowier, or I guess a couple choices of contour, a glowier bronzer, a shimmery but not too shimmery highlight, a blush, and almost like a banana powder for setting under the eyes. You achieve a lot of different things. With this, I not only like using this one on my face, but I also like using this one on my eyes as well. Some great eyeshadow options there. If you're traveling, a really nice compact option from Smashbox. My eyeshadow palette of the month is from Anastasia, and this is the Anastasia Soft Glam Eyeshadow Palette. It's got that fuzzy wuzzy packaging. I'm not a huge fan of that sort of suede. The Soft Glam palette contains a really nice combination of matte shades, shimmer shades. I am wearing it on my eyes today. Some really nice kind of warmer shades across the middle here, and this nice burgundy shade on the edge. We've got a black, we've got a light. They're the things that I always look for in an eyeshadow palette. My goodness, if you've got, how many shades here? 14 shades? You'd better have something light highlighty, and you'd better have a dark shade for me for liner and that kind of thing. A really nice standalone eyeshadow palette, the Soft Glam from Anastasia. The powders, they're very, very soft. So I feel like that's a palette that if you use it every day, you're going to hit pan pretty quickly. You're going to work through it. If you're like me and you have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, that's probably not going to be an issue, but very, very soft powder. So just a tap of a brush picks up powder, but lovely pigmented shades that blend beautifully. I really like those shades. Okay, now I have my miss for the month. Again at Beauty Expo, I bumped into the LipSense stand and a lovely consultant was there. They were very, very helpful and full of advice. Lots of different shades to choose from with LipSense. And I spent $100, I think it was, on a couple of LipSense shades, as well as the finishing moisturizing gloss and the remover. They were selling it in a kit for around $100. I got a neutral shade and a red shade, and I don't know, I think there's a bit of a learning curve to LipSense. I find that they're a little bit more difficult to use than like the paint on and then, you know, stick a gloss over the counter products that you would buy at the drugstore, or even my favorite formulation, Chanel. These are more difficult to use. If you put one layer on, you don't want to go over it more than once before that one layer dries. Then you're supposed to go in with another thin layer, let that dry, another thin layer, let that dry, and then follow up with a moisturizing gloss. There's something about this product. First of all, it kind of burns. It feels like there's a high alcohol content because it kind of burns and tingles as you put it on. And I don't know, it's not like a pleasure to put on, I would say. People do report that their lips are quite dried out after they've used these for a while. You're supposed to use the moisturizing gloss as your lips kind of adjust to the formulation, even at night, just to kind of soothe your lips. It contains dimethicone and synthetic beeswax in the moisturizing gloss. But I don't know. I haven't perfected the technique there with these products. I feel like they still kind of go on cakey. You're supposed to stretch out your lips while you're letting it dry, but I feel like there's cracks in my lips. I don't feel like it wears very nicely. I'm very, very conscious of the product halfway through the day as it's starting to crack and, you know, it's wearing off the inside of my lips. It's, for me at least, at the point I'm at on the learning curve with these products, it's not the sort of really easy stick it on in the morning, it lasts all day in beautiful perfection. I don't know, I think it's one of those things. They say that other lip products and lipsticks contain a certain wax that coats your lips and doesn't make these perform all that beautifully, but I don't want a product that I have to use exclusively. I want to be able to use this one day when I want to use it, and then another lipstick or lip gloss another day. I'm just not sure. Please help me. Let me know. Give me any tips. I have done research. I have looked up the consultant's Facebook page and been given lots of advice about this product, but I'm just not sure. I'm just not sold on the LipSense products. My lips are not looking great halfway through the day. I'll say that. I'm going to finish with that. So they are my favorites for the month. I hope that you enjoyed. Please let me know if you've tried any of these products and what your thoughts were, or what your favorites were for the month as well. I would love to hear from you. Make it a gorgeous day, and please don't forget that you are absolutely beautiful inside and out, but you know, so much more important than looking beautiful is being it. I will see you again really, really soon. Bye.
You're seeing me in the road.